I think there's not a lot of stuff that people really get into. So obviously, if you're not familiar with it, it takes forever. You're going against the three best lineups of other people from other servers, our server. So some of the tips I can give you is really play around with the lineups. So, for example, if I'm going to go in here and look, um, I have someone similar in my size. I'm going to look at where these are also good. So if I know this person's similar in my size, just like any other battle report we look at, I can see where my default is. And if I keep seeing the same issues like I talk about, we can address them and then we can work on those, right? Um, the harder thing too, like on offense is great, but you only get those 30 tries. The hardest thing too is lining up your defense to see what's good. And obviously we want to try to be mindful of making a strong enough first, second, third team and not sacrificing too much. Obviously the one you're going to sacrifice regardless, but you're going to try to build them the best you can, right? And you're doing that in hopes that it counters somewhat. Because there really is, I can't really tell you there's the perfect lineup because I could go against someone over here that has all air or all missile, and there's nothing I can do about it, right? Like we look here, they have they had all tank and some air. So they killed my team right there. So the best advice I can give you is if you have time to do this, line these up. It's not ideal. It's monotonous. It's long to do this, but honestly, the higher you can get, the better. And most people don't realize this. So not only just the rewards for us, but there is an alliance reward as well. So that comes into play as well, which is really good. Most people don't know this. So if you have any players on your team that are doing really good, so this is players ranked 4 to 10 in 3v3, the whole alliance gets this, and that's for everything. Colonel is third place. This is second place, and this is first place up here. So if you have someone who finishes in the top 10, every one in your alliance is going to get this 10 to 4. And you get these mystery boxes, which are great. So realistically, you could get some pretty good prizes in here, right? You get some of that, some of the Valor at least, some other stuff. So if you have someone who's your strongest in your alliance, you want to hope that they're going to push to try and get up in this top 10. Because like I said, you get up in here, this benefits the whole alliance. So if you have players in your alliance who are kind of like just messing around, my suggestion would be obviously to try to push as high as they can. Higher they get, the better the rewards are going to be, which we can see here. These also don't stack. So if we end up having two players in the top 10, it'll be the higher one who gets it. So if you have one who's top 10 and gets it, then the next one would be wherever they fall. So like Maggie right now is 18. If she was to get up to top 10 and stays there, then we would receive, the whole alliance would receive this right here. If somehow she got in the top 4, then the whole alliance would receive, or sorry, top 3, the whole alliance would receive this, as you can see here, and then so on and so forth. So that's just the idea of that. Um, like I said, it's really tough, but I like the 3 versus 3 when you're going against someone relatively in size. I'm just going to show you real fast. I want to save these, but I'm going to do it for the video purposes. So obviously here we have the advantage, right? We can move these around. You have to think, it's almost like a chess game when you're doing defense because you have to think, what's the best lineup that I'm going to try and counter people? Here, obviously, this is very easy for me. I can just move this around and go like this or that, and I should have no issue there, which I don't, right? When I'm going against defense, there's no moves I can do, right? I can't change anything, but I can go in here and see where I was weak and improve this. So just like a regular battle report, I want to pull these up. I want to look, right? So clearly this is my third squad. I'm not too worried about this, but I want to see, is there any avenues that I can explore and make myself stronger? Which would tell me it's probably going to be tech. But you can see the difference, and this is where I go off of. But again, it still applies the same thing. All these bonuses are going to be in all my lineups, right? The only difference that's going to play in individually is going to be the one-on-one, right? So we just want to keep that in mind and do everything. So that's what we really want to work on, is things like that in those areas. My best suggestion is try to make them as balanced as you can. Don't try to overkill it or make one squad super strong because, again, remember, it's the best 2 out of 3. So if you win 2 and sacrifice your third one, then that's all that really matters. So kind of look at those lineups. Obviously, on offense, you have a lot more to play with. You can play around with your lineups, work them out how you want. There really is no like great strategy I can give you on the defensive side. Offensive side, move your heroes around. If you got a couple 5-stars, move them around, equally distributed. If you need to move it and win, like I said, every win is important because every time you move up in here, you're to expect that you're going to get attacked by someone and possibly lose, right? Unless you're super strong or you're like Maggie in the top 10, right? So see, I just lost another one, which was, I don't know who it was, but someone just got more points. So those are just the tips for you guys. Most people don't know about the other stuff with the rewards for everyone. So my suggestion would be split it the best you can. Look at your tech and your gear where you can improve people relatively your size and start to work on those things just like your regular battle report. So, all right, guys, like always, if you want to donate, help the channel, Twitch, Discord, in the game, all the videos get uploaded to YouTube at the end of the week. And if you have any questions, concerns, or anything else, just hit me up. All right, I'll talk to you guys. See you in the game.